And welcome to this edition of Baseball Essential. My name is Gershon Rabinowitz. We are here by the Staten Island Yankees dugout before the Staten Island Yankees take on the Brooklyn Cyclones, and we're joined by the second-round draft pick of the New York Yankees in 2012, Austin Aune. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Austin, after graduating high school, you were offered a chance to play quarterback at TCU, would have replaced Andy Dalton before the Yankees drafted you as a shortstop in the second round of that 2012 draft. Take us through the process of making a decision of that magnitude.
Definitely a tough decision. I was already at school, going through football workouts, weight training, getting their classes set up for the summer and going into that fall. And I got a call from the Yankees with a very nice offer on the table. What I wanted, and so I took it. Left school and went to Tampa.
Did you expect to be drafted by the Yankees? Were they one of the teams that was scouting you at the time?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were, scouting me that hard. But going into the draft, I definitely thought it might be a chance that they were interested. And then, obviously when my agent called me and or whatever and said, yeah, the Yankees want you, so I was like, awesome, that's great.
And during that senior season you mentioned at Argyle, Texas, you passed for 3,500 yards and 42 touchdowns as a quarterback on that team. What memories do you have of the gridiron? Do you miss it at all?
Yeah, I definitely miss it, especially when watching football and thinking, what if I went that route, and just imagining myself playing football on the college level. But I'm happy where I'm at. I left everything I had, on the football field during high school. So right now my goal is, baseball full on.
In baseball, you probably have a longer career than you would in football. The average career in the NFL is probably about, give or take, 4 years, plus the level of competition. So baseball probably opens up more avenues for you.
Yeah, definitely the longevity of baseball is a lot better than football. Not getting banged up by huge defensive ends and everything, wanting to try to break your back. But baseball is definitely the way to go, longevity-wise.
Well, I guess the thought of seeing Jadeveon Clowney play at South Carolina, that probably makes the decision a little bit easier for you as well. Since turning pro, the Yankees moved you to the outfield. What nuances of the position did you have to learn, and what do you do to maintain the same focus at a less active position?
I think outfield is probably better suited for my abilities. It lets me run out there, work with the speed, but really I played 1 year of outfield in high school, so I had a little bit of experience. Really working hard on my routes to the ball, different angles, different ways the ball will spin. Playing, it's a little bit different playing center than it is right. Just learning which routes to take and everything.
Yeah, and you played pretty much both positions here in Staten Island. You played center field, you played right field the other night. You actually had a ball get away from you, I think, in the Brooklyn series.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and that actually cost the team the ball game,
right,
unfortunately. So, with the Gulf Coast Yankees, your hitting coach was a two-sport athlete in his own right, Drew Henson.
Yeah.
What advice did Henson give you on your career, and how does his experiences playing in the NFL, getting 9 at-bats with the Yankees, help him relate to the players in the clubhouse?
Working with him was so fun, and just the things that we have in common were pretty cool. Definitely being two-sport, guys. He lived it a little bit, probably cooler and more, hyped career than me, but football-wise. But one of the things he did is give baseball a chance. Don't give up on it too quick, because it's easy to, baseball is really hard. You fail more than you succeed, and so you want to give up quick. And then football is right at that open door, right across the street. And he said, give yourself time and stick with baseball.
And he had the rare chance to try both. He was in the Yankee system, then got traded, went back to the Yankee system. Played about a year or so in baseball in the major leagues, 9 at-bats, as I mentioned, and then he tried the NFL, and he was with a couple of teams like Dallas, and I think also with the Detroit Lions, that 0-16 season, so a little bit of infamy. First couple of seasons have been an adjustment for you in baseball, to say the least, but over the last 10 games, you've been in a comfort zone at the plate, been batting over 300 actually. What do you attribute to your recent success, and how long does it take for a player to adjust at the New York Penn League?
No, I'm just trying to finish strong, really. The last couple of games, trying to make this playoff run, trying to do what's best for the team, just trying to get on base, if guys are in, trying to score them, just trying to do, what's best for the team. And You know, the jump from the GCL to the Penn League, you know, I feel like guys have a little bit more control pitching-wise. So, I mean, you're actually a little bit more comfortable at the plate. You know, they're around the plate a little bit more. So that comfort level helps a lot, too.
Certainly, I mean, it helps those last 10 games the way you've been hitting. So what have you enjoyed most about playing in Staten Island and in the New York Penn League as well?
Playing in front of a lot of fans. Football, you know, you play in front of like 10,000 fans, you know, almost every night. And, you know, going to the GCL, you play maybe in front of 10, maybe. So getting a chance to play in front of 3,000 plus fans each night, enjoying beautiful ballparks, especially the one here in Staten Island, best ballpark in the Penn League for sure. So it's been a blast.
Earlier this season, there was a game where the fans of Hudson Valley actually won free pizza for you striking out. How strange was that for you?
Oh man, it was not one of my best games, but you know, it was, you know, if you strike out 3 times, everybody gets free pizza, and it just happened to be I was the one chosen, and I was the one who struck out 3 times.
And you actually tweeted about that. You said, I don't always strike out, but when I do, the fans get win free pizza.
Yeah.
So that's how I came across that one. Last question. Josh Hamilton once said, Texas is not a true baseball town. Baseball's had a strong history in the state and continues to develop players. Growing up there, what do you think about Texas being a baseball town?
I think Texas, you know, being so big with so many people, I feel like, you know, each sport has a great opportunity to succeed. The baseball talent level in Texas, you know, obviously I think I'm all about Texas. Everything Texas is the best. So, you know, we have, you know, all the quarterbacks in the NFL, Texas most likely. You know, Adrian Peterson, running back. You know, a lot of guys from Texas in the MLB. A lot of guys from Texas in the NBA. I think with Texas being so huge and the talent level, you know, these days, and everybody's working hard. So I think Texas is great overall in every sport.
And also the success of teams like the Rangers and the Astros in their history. It's really made Texas into a baseball town. Also, Texas Longhorns have always had a successful baseball team.
Yeah.
So it's been a pleasure to have you on, Austin. I wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.